Anyway, it blows my mind that I just got through literally talking on the phone to church woman. I wanted to tell her the latest. Oh, she decided she doesn't want to be here when the contractor's here. But she at least believes me about the gaps now. Again, it just almost sucks. But anyway, I'm telling her about the shower doors. She doesn't personally have shower doors, but what I was saying to her made sense. Like I said, am I missing something? I'm not saying water still won't pool outside there. I'm saying if it does, it'll be going through the cracks because that metal is obviously not waterproof completely. It's not foolproof. It's not gonna. I mean, I watched it seep through. I was sitting there filming the video, and my mom was in the shower, and I was watching it seep through. And Kurt says, that's normal. It happens with his. Yeah. But my common sense tells me if I was designing these shower doors, and they have to go in one direction or the other and fit tightly up there, although if I was designing them, I would make it so both doors fit. You can go either side, you know, but whatever. It doesn't matter, because when I had said about you can go both sides, but I never even thought about that gap being there. And now I'm second guessing everything. I don't think I have any. I wouldn't have any picture of that, how it looks when it's, you know. I had just never stood outside a shower and watched someone else take a shower, and I'm seeing the stream of water coming through this crack here, and that's making no sense to me because people talk about wanting to make everything. You can never get it perfect, but make it as waterproof as possible. If you want to know why I don't like shower curtains, I've had shower curtains before where I've lived different places, or I don't think it was my place, but I've had it before. Oh, it may have been when I was living with Bobby, and it was one of those stand-up showers. Yeah, that's what it was. And the force of the water coming down was wrapping the flimsy shower curtain around my body, and it was soaking the floor outside, and it was a torture. I don't like shower curtains. I know everything has downsides and upsides. You know, these metal things are notorious. You can go online and you see people where they're old and they've gotten all rusted and they have all rust on the tub, and sometimes they'll just like come right out, and you know, but I just can't imagine that these are installed correctly. But again, I'm at a point where I'm second-guessing everything. I'm second-guessing my own name because I feel like I'm justified in being upset with her, and she makes light of it. She says, which she's right, they're easily fixed. My plumber will back. But Churchwoman is like, if I were you, and then I go online, and Kurt has written the same goddamn thing, even to the point of getting church people to help you and all that. What's that saying? My ears were burning. It's like I don't think that's the right way to use this, but what's that thing where I had just been talking to church woman, she had just been saying the same thing. I think you should just fire them, throw in the towel, give up, and pay for someone to pay for your personal plumber you trust to fix this plumbing stuff. I can get somebody from the church to help with the closet doors, you know, put in the new runners as long as you buy the stuff, and just call it a day. But I said to her, I didn't get the chance to say it to Kurt because I was writing other stuff, but to me they don't get punished. That gets them, you know, off the hook, and it doesn't, you know what I mean? So my mom has to pay hundreds of dollars, I don't know how much. We don't know about this. I have Kurt saying, and that he thinks it's just, and you know, you just switch it around, but we don't know for sure. It could be something more complicated than just switching it around. I don't know. I thought I read something where you're supposed to buy the product meant for either the water comes from that side or from that side, and you have to buy a specific one, and maybe they just bought the wrong one, in which case they have to start all over again, and that's expensive to pay somebody for buying a decent shower door, glass shower door set, and paying someone to install it. Okay, again, I told you $800 my mom paid, but that was more expensive probably than if she had done it through, I guess I read Home Depot installs those, but this was custom made, and I don't remember it's just my common sense kicking in, saying it makes no sense if people try so hard to waterproof as best you possibly can. Obviously, nothing is perfect. Showers, yet I have a gap that water can go straight through. You know, if I took my handheld and I did that, it would go straight through and flood the whole. I mean, it would spray all over the whole bathroom. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me that it would be like that. It makes more sense for at least that opening that's unavoidable to be facing the direction where water's not pounding at all. Granted, water can splash off and do whatever, but at least it can't go straight through. You get it? But I never knew to look for something like that. You know, you can watch tutorials online that's not going to tell me what I want to know. Okay? It's simply my common sense. I'm sitting on our toilet and having my mom take the shower, and then I'm doing something I've never done. I'm like careful because, you know, I don't do that, and I'm looking and I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. I know the metal thing catches the water, but it just doesn't make sense to me that gap is there, and water just can technically, depending on how much of a shower you take and what, I mean, it could just go right through there. Whereas if it was facing the opposite direction, but at least bounce off. It wouldn't be direct. Okay? But I don't know. I admittedly don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm yet again falsely accusing her. My church woman won't even care about the shower door thing. She's already fed up just about the things the tub drain, the sink leaking, the shower head water, you know, and that could just be what the contractor thinks it might be. It's a defective thing. If they put up a new one, it'll work fine, but there's no guarantee. You know? And this is all a nightmare to me. To the contractor, it's no big deal, and my plumbers, yeah, because they know they can easily fix those things. Yeah, but it concerns me, and church woman, that they didn't get it right the first time. But the contractor doesn't answer for everything, you know, when people, you know, that often happens when you do a lot of rearranging of plumbing and whatnot. Little things can need minor adjustments, all right? That's why I called you up and apologized for being so hard on you. And then I find out something new that I'm almost positive. My common sense tells me I have to be right. I don't know what happened. I can't for the life of me. I'm not even going to pretend to understand what Kurt's saying about it. The whole thing needs to be lifted. But he thought it was in backwards even when I was first complaining, because I just was wondering why the closest door to me wouldn't be the one to close. Instead, I have to reach around and there's nowhere to. You know, I was surprised at that, but it closed tightly, and I thought that's all that matters. And I was oblivious, and you know, just totally oblivious until I did something I'd never done before. I sat on the toilet while my mom was taking a shower. You know, I don't know what's happening during my own shower. And the only reason I did that is because I wanted to make sure, since I don't trust these people, since they're fucking up these little things, and then the owner's making light of it. Trisha was like, you don't even know if that plumber is licensed, a licensed plumber. You wouldn't have the tub drain installed incorrectly and the sink leaking. You know, it's like, my head's just fucking spinning, people. It is. But I was in shock when Kurt was saying it looks fine to me. I thought he...